Right now, nearly 1,300 people in Colorado are waiting for a life-saving transplant. And now is one of the most important times of the year to highlight the real impact these organ donations can have on families. Today, I'm joined by an Aurora family who's been touched by organ donation, not once, not twice, but 3 times. So thank you so much for joining me, Alita, Brian, and Cheryl with the Donor Alliance. You have to share the story because it's incredible. And let's start with Alita. Your mother became an organ donor after she passed last year. Can you tell me more about her story?
Yes, so my mother, when my son was born with all of his medical issues, we didn't know anything about donation. And so once we found out and it came into our world, then all of us became donors because we understood the importance of it. One of my mother's favorite shows is Grey's Anatomy, and on that show, George, they say George would give everything, and me and my mom always talked about her wanting to give everything. Whenever she left here, she said, I want to give everything. And so when she did, I made sure that that was the directive that she gave everything. So
really,
yes.
And that like giving spirit, then she gave that to you as well. And your son received a kidney, is that correct?
He's received 2 kidney transplants. He received the first one when he was 3. And then he ended up needing another one when he was about 15 years old. But those are both life-saving transplants for him. This latest transplant has been amazing, and he has been doing very, very well with that transplant. And his life is so enriched by that gift that someone had given him.
And okay, crazy twist here because your husband is a cornea recipient and ended up, I love this part, officiating the funeral of the very friend whose cornea he received. I mean, talk about a true beautiful moment there. How did that happen?
I call it the miracle on Hester Street because I was scheduled to have a cornea transplant. That Sunday prior to it, my friend, the DJ of our wedding, had passed away.
So sorry.
Went to the transplant. I asked the doctor some questions, told me he couldn't share that information with me. And about, a couple weeks later, the information came back that I had the cornea of our DJ at our wedding.
Do you feel so connected to him?
I do. His wife constantly checks on my eye.
Does she?
She does, yes. She wants to make sure.
She invites him over to look into his eyes. I tell you, you can't look too long. Just take a quick look and then let's move on.
That is so sweet. What a special story. And Cheryl, I mean, being a part of the Donor Alliance, you walked in the Parade of Lights this year to spread awareness. I mean, a story like this is going to do that tenfold. Tell me about some of the work that you do.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this story because this
incredible.
is an amazing story, right? And it really does, exemplify what we do at Donor Alliance, which is really make that connection of the donors with the recipients, and it really is a community effort. So walking in the Parade of Lights was such a great event, although it was a little blustery, I must say. Our balloon, our Gift of Life balloon floating down on the parade route. It was windy. But, it was also emblematic of the fact that we had our donor families walking alongside our recipients. And it really showed how much this is a community effort and how that decision to make, to check the box and give the gift of life is so important because one donor can save up to 8 lives through organ donation and save and heal 75 more lives through tissue donation.
That's incredible. And just knowing the advocacy work you do, and you guys, I mean, you're doing that work as well. So that's got to feel good. People are going to watch this and you can potentially save lives just by sharing your own stories.
Absolutely, and that's the hope because there are so many people whose lives can be affected and changed and their future changed and their families changed just by the simple act of you saying, I want to become a donor. And I want to make sure that people know there's so much misinformation about donating organs and tissue and eye. Go to the website, learn about it, do your research, understand that it's not all the misinformation that's out there. It's really, really good.
Thank you for your selfless spirit and being a donor. Thank you for sharing. And what's your daughter's name?
My daughter is Joy.
Joy. 8 kids between the 2 of them, and their beautiful daughter, Joy, the youngest, is sitting right there. So I had to give her a shout out.
All right.
Thank you for being
Thank you.
We appreciate
so much.
you guys.
Thank you.
Chris?